Welcome everybody to the Gaming Out episode 6. Our guests for today are Caroline,
Hello.
D'Lo,
What's good?
and my man's BJ.
What up? What up?
What's up? How you guys doing today?
Shit, I'm
Can't
good.
complain. I can't complain at all. I'm on break, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a nice day outside, so I can't complain that much either.
Oh, our definition of nice is different because I like it real
It's
hot,
chilly.
Caroline.
I do like it hot, but it's chilly and it's nice. It's nice running
Okay.
weather.
Okay. Oh man, you got it. All right. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't like to run. I like to sprint. That's about it. I don't like to run. But all right, we have a lot to talk about today, so let's get into it. I promise you guys, anyone who's watching, we're gonna get these episodes out a little bit quicker, try to be a little bit more professional and things like that. So we're working on it. We're all just starting off here, so things are gonna go well. First off, I want to start off with what are you guys watching? What are you playing? I'm gonna throw it to D'Lo first. What's going on, man?
what's up? So as far as watching, I picked up Don Da Don. It's a new anime that kind of just dropped, and
Oh.
let me tell you something. That show right there is a little wild. I'm that's all I'm gonna say. That show is wild. People that read the manga already know that thing, but it'd be crazy. You already know all my One Piece fans out there, One Piece just went on their official 6-month hiatus, so I'm a little hurt about that. But if you ain't never picked it up, this your perfect time. This the perfect
What's it
time.
called? Don Da Don?
Don Da Don.
Like
DAN. Don Da Don. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun,
And
dun.
then yeah,
So,
Blue Lock just came
okay.
back. So I'm watching that. As far as gaming, I really ain't been on like a lot of big games. I really just been playing what's it called? Rocket League. I've been getting into Rocket League, and I've been trying to hone my skills because Rocket League is actually more fun than you think it is. Yeah. So I've been playing a lot of Rocket League.
What did you play Rocket League in the past, or is this just something that you just picked up?
No, I was playing in the past. I think what kind of got me back into it was I wanted to get back on my Switch. So I've been jumping into games that, don't require a lot of brain power. You know what I'm saying? Rocket League don't really require a lot of brain power like story-based games. You know what I'm saying? Like Pokemon or Power World or Watch Dogs and Gears and all that kind of stuff. So it's just something real simple. If I lose, if I win, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like them comfort kind of games. So.
Okay. Caroline, what about you?
What am I watching? I'm also watching an anime. It's called Shangri-La Frontier. So the second part of this season just started. I think the latest episode released like earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely love my video game VR isekai type of animes. So, and this one is some of them like a hit or miss. This one's a really good one. So that's on the list along with like 20 other animes, but that one's my favorite so far. Gaming wise, I finally finished Final Fantasy Rebirth just in time for the orchestra. Very good. It's very good. I forgot his name, but like we were talking about how like it's trilogy now and it's a little bit, kind of time consuming, and yeah, it was definitely time consuming. And then I'm playing Okami. So if you remember that on the Wii, yeah. So they did a remake or a remaster of the game, and it's been a lot of fun. I've never actually played it on the Wii.
Okay.
So it's a different experience. I'm loving it so far.
Tell us about what you got going on. You went on a recent trip. What's going on?
Yes. So my sister and I decided to take a sister weekend. And we went to Super Nintendo World, and I got a Yoshi doll and a Yoshi hat. I highly recommend it. I don't know about how it is how the one in Japan is, but the one we went to the one in LA, so Universal Studios LA. You have the option of like buying these wristbands, and so you do like mini games. Okay. So like they have like one ride, which is like the Mario Kart ride, which is like a lot of fun. And if you don't like really wild roller coasters, this is actually really cool. So it's part of like the mini games, and like you get this wristband, you do all these mini games, and you have to find like the like man, I'm trying to forget like keys to lock Bowser's castle. So you're
Okay.
Okay.
it's like really cool interactive experience, and there's a Toadstool Cafe, and the food there is kind of okay. But I mean, I spent 6 hours there, so
Okay.
and then like the rest of Universal Studios. So that's why I'm sporting the Yoshi hat and the
Okay.
Yoshi doll.
Pricey? Like, what? How did you feel about pricing as a consumer?
As a consumer, it was pricey but not unreasonable, right?
Okay.
So like the wristbands, for example, were like $50, but like you
Okay.
get your bang for your buck if you're there for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then you have to pay for like the park admission, and then if you want to do early access, I would highly recommend it. It's like an extra $30, but you get to have early access to just Super Nintendo World. And so it's just a Mario Kart ride the whole time. So you can do that ride maybe like 3 or 4 times before everybody else gets there. Cause like the line goes from like 80 minutes to like 5, which is
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. Okay.
So highly recommend if you are going on a trip to LA.
Okay. Okay. How was the weather in LA?
Oh, it was warm. It was like high 70s like
Okay.
during the day, and then like low 70s at night. So it was actually
Perfect.
nice running weather.
That's perfect weather right there. That's perfect. BJ, what's going on with you, man?
Shoot, not much, man. As far as watching, as you know, Bleach then came back. So I mean,
Oh,
Yup.
I couldn't be happier. I mean, that go way back. That was like my favorite anime back in middle school. Uh, I never read the manga, so I never got to see like this ending part. And I'm kind of glad because now I get to see it all animated firsthand. And man, it's been going crazy, man. Already, it's like only 2 episodes. It's been going absolutely crazy.
Okay.
Stupid.
So as far as TV show wise, I'm in heaven. Gaming wise, I've been playing Sparking Zero. I love it. I love it. I am a fighting game purist, so I have my gripes with it because it's a little more, I don't know how to say it without disrespecting. But it's
Cartoony.
not a bad game. It's not a bad game, and they actually put a lot into it to make it way more technical than those games have ever been. But
Uh-huh.
I mean, it still is what it is, and it pisses me off sometimes. Like sometimes it just don't work the way you want it to work. You
Uh-huh.
just get the thing like I blocked that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It got me raging more than Call of Duty. Normally Call of Duty makes me mad, but this game has me raging so hard. But I love it.
How do you feel
So,
about like how many characters they like the
I
roster?
mean, it's a lot of characters. They kind of tease it by, oh, you got Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is all different characters. But I mean, you can always just pick, Super Saiyan and transform mid fight if you want to do that. I really been loving it though, man. They did a lot. You could tell they put a lot of love into it, even with the story mode. They got a lot of like what if scenarios where you can like do different things in the fight to make something happen that didn't actually happen in the show. Like
Okay.
I did one in the beginning where you can go fight Raditz at the beginning, and instead of taking Piccolo with you, you bring Master Roshi and Krillin with
oh.
you, and then you do it that way. And then it's like Goku never dies right there, and then it goes. It kind of doesn't go all the way. It goes up until like the Frieza saga, and it's like a whole like alternate timeline. And they have a ton of them. They have a ton of them for like not every character has a story mode, but there's a handful of characters that have story modes, and there's like a bunch of different alternate routes that you can choose to go. So
Okay.
it's definitely a good game.
The online play, how you feel about that?
Yeah, that's where you get mad because I mean it's competitive. And like I said, they added a lot to it to make it more technical, and it's not just a complete. You can't just mash. Like
Okay.
they got counters and stuff now where if you just mash in square, then your opponent can just keep countering you, and then you just can't do nothing. But I ain't played it enough yet to like have mastered it, so it's kind of frustrating when you go up against certain people, and you can tell they've been playing it for a while.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's definitely really good. It's probably the best version of that type of game that I've seen.
What would you give it? Like out of 10, what would you give it?
I I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
to say
That's
eight and a half,
good.
but I'm gonna keep it with flat number. I'm gonna give it an 8 because it's really good. It's
Okay.
really good. You could tell, they put a lot of time into it.
Okay. Okay. Far as me, I really ain't watching anything. I mean, like show wise, I'm not really into anime like you guys are. I've been watching a lot of clips from Dragon Ball Z. Just when they all are turning Super Saiyan, Trunks and Gotenks, the Super Saiyan 3. I've been looking at the Cell Saga, but nothing really on TV except my normal TV shows. I'm really into the detective TV show, so that's one of my dreams is to be like a detective. So I like figuring stuff out. Gaming wise, I started Resident Evil 2 last night, one of my favorite series. So started Resident Evil 2 last night. Like I'm not really big into Resident Evil 4. I know a lot of people like Resident Evil 4, no zombies, the like human people. That ain't how I don't like that type of Resident Evil. I like this over the shoulder, boom, 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 we killing zombies. And of course, I've been playing Dead by Daylight, which is perfect for Halloween time. I don't know if I'm ever gonna stop playing that game, but they just released like new skins, new Chucky skins. So some Halloween skins. They got the Halloween update coming up here soon, and they keep trying to make the game balanced for one side or the other, but it seems like it gets imbalanced every time they do that. I guess that's with any game. But other than that, and then I'm going to, since I get it for free, air quotes, I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty here soon. Will be my first time in years, just trying it out. And also a game that I got a demo for yesterday, Delta Force Zero. That's on PC. That's a big, huge game. I don't know how many players on it, but when I counted on my team, I think it was like 32 players on my team. So it's pretty cool. I'm not used to the PC control still because I love using my controller. But other than that, that's all I've been playing. Not really watching anything. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. All right, let's get into our first topic. We're gonna start into. I want to start off with. I read something about Star Wars Outlaws, and they talked about they in 1 month they had 1 million sales, 1 million copies sold. So 1 million times 60 or 70, whatever it is now, the game prices. But they were saying that's a disappointment, and I've seen that from a lot of games as far as a disappointment with the sales of games when you're selling 1 million, 2 million. My question for you guys is: have games are they wanting too much? Every game wants that GTA, that Fortnite numbers, but every game can't achieve those. I feel like 1 million copies sold is good to me. I mean, I didn't make the game, but that's good to me. 1 million times $60. That sounds like a lot of money. You guys think games are reaching too high with sales, or how do you feel about them saying that 1 million copies sold in 1 month was not enough? Anyone can start. Go ahead, take it.
I mean, I personally feel like, it's costing a lot more money nowadays to make these games, So, you gotta do something different with them. You gotta be able to make back that money. Like, I don't know how much. Like, I'm sure you could probably look up whatever the budget was for that game. And since it's a Star, I mean, I haven't seen anything about the game personally. But I'm sure it's probably, being Star Wars, I'm sure it's probably visually like gorgeous game,
2 to 300 million, 2 to 300 million budget.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of money, And then so you say what, 6 million? And you want to do the math there? What, 6 million? How much is the game? Like 60 or 70?
60 or 70, yeah.
Plus tax.
I don't know. Off my head, I ain't gonna lie. I put it in the calculator, boy. No shame.
So what about you, D-Lo or Carolina?
I mean, that's 120 million.
Wasn't it BJ that said last time that as it's starting to become like just a moneymaker, like these series that keep going and going, it becomes a moneymaker. We talked about Final Fantasy last time, right? Mm-hmm. Where I think after 10, it kind of goes downhill further, which I disagree when that downhill is, but I do notice that it's starting to get kind of old. Try something why can't we get new series? I told you I was playing the Okami remake, and I know we're going to be talking about other things too. Why are we doing all these remakes? Why can't we get something new? So that's kind of how I see it.
So I was laughing at that.
Me personally, I think the reason why they're, I guess, complaining about their sales is because, like BJ said, I mean, games are costing more, but like Caroline said, it's like people are tired of the same stuff. Like, this ain't the first Star Wars game that done bombed because of either they didn't like how it went or it's a different twist to the story. Now, granted, this comes from someone that's not really a Star Wars. Like, I don't know all the ins and outs of Star Wars whole franchise, but you can take it just like Pokemon is. People are tired of the same dog and pony show when it comes to the games. It's like, okay, we know Pikachu's gonna sell, but can we do something else? Can we do something else? And Star Wars is one of those old IPs that's just like, bro, we get it. We love Star Wars, but we're not finna buy every new lightsaber that come out. We're not finna buy every new, like, you know what I'm saying? James Earl Jones recently passed away. That's Darth Vader right there.
Right.
We're not gonna go buy the game in his remembrance or something. It's like, nah, are we gonna play Darth Vader in this game? Are we gonna do something different? And I think the people at the top of these companies are getting too far attached from their business. And I think that's the problem. Because, I mean, 10, 15 years ago, the CEOs of these companies were playing the games. They seem more relatable, connected with the community. Now it's just like, I just have a money tycoon that's all about business, that only knows about sales, that only knows about marketing, and you don't know nothing about the damn IP that the people are creating. And I think that's the problem.
Okay. Do you guys think with the how the world is with TikTok and Instagram and everyone wants to be like an overnight success, that they look at Fortnite, they look at Apex, Call of Duty, and everyone wants that success. So when they don't get it, they deem it a failure. How you guys feel about that statement?
I don't think they should have that kind of outlook. But if you look at how Fortnite came to be and what they continue to do, like, Fortnite was initially a free game, right? It's still damn a free game.
Yeah.
Look at what they're doing every week. Like, when Fortnite came out, it didn't have no story mode. Now there's a whole convoluted, diverse ecosystem of lore. It didn't even start out as that. They don't even do building no more. Like, they done added Legos, they done added dances, they evolved with the culture, with the community. Versus these games, they just build something and throw it out and be like, okay, you're supposed to like this. I thought y'all liked this. Like Harry Potter, when that came out, y'all thought, oh, because everybody loved Harry Potter, we're finna dive into a game that y'all finally want, but you didn't do nothing with it. You just gave us an empty world where we just wave a wand around and then we done. What else do you expect from us? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fortnite at least is updating it for free and with a paywall, but ultimately the whole game is free.
Yeah.
So I think companies need to start looking at the people that are successful.
I'm glad you say like games and evolution, because I know like the last time we talked about like how franchising and then how like certain games should be like single, like if they should be single platform or not. But the only company that's done it like successfully was Nintendo, and it's because of like they have their clearly like with my Yoshi hat, right? They did it successfully because they evolved like their system. Like the Wii is definitely different than like the Switch, which is definitely different than GameCube. But not only do they evolve like their systems, they're also evolving their games. Like Zelda is like obvious is a good example. Like it's always going to be Zelda. You're trying to save the princess, but there's so many different aspects. Like each game is different from the last. Okay, I'm totally missing something right now.
I'm sorry. I know what he was about to say. I know what he was about to say. And that was a good catch, man. That was a good catch. So,
I'm sorry, Caroline. We are listening.
Okay. I know you guys are. I'm just like, but there's something that you said. I'm like, wait, I'm totally missed it.
Oh man,
it was a hard stop. But no, I totally agree. I just, like I said, I just think companies are getting too far away from the point of games.
Yeah.
They're just thinking of it kind of like how people say, you know how we're tired of working, and they just say, go monetize your hobbies. I think the companies are starting to forget that it's an escape for people and it's just not just a money grab for people. It's not, that's all.
BJ, any thoughts on it?
Yeah, as far as you were saying about like them trying to compare themselves to these like juggernauts, I don't think that's the case. Personally, like I don't think you. And if it is, then I mean that's a problem within themselves. Like you shouldn't be expecting that. Like especially now, one thing about like Star Wars, for example, where I feel like, and maybe this might even tie in with another topic, but I'm not even gonna bring it up. But it's like Star Wars been around for how long, man? We getting older, right? We getting older. The kids are the ones that are like really even like GTA, even though they ain't supposed to be playing it, but the kids are like driving this
Yeah.
whole, I don't know what I'm looking for, this whole, not the company but like
Industry.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like Star Wars, only people playing Star Wars is 30, 40, 50-year-old people that remember from the good days of Star Wars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kids like, we don't know nothing about this Star Wars. We gotta go get on this Fortnite. We gotta go get on this Roblox or what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And then, so I don't know. I just don't think that you should expect that. Oh, we're gonna make this game and it's just gonna just blow up and be, especially a game like that. Like I feel like you should go into it knowing. I just truly think the main thing is it just it just costs so much money to make these games now, so that you have to have that higher sales point. Like you gotta have, which I mean, like you see, that's why they didn't raise the games to $70 now.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is a long time coming. Like we said, you said 300 million to make that game.
Yeah,
So
2 to 300.
let's say they sold 6 million copies. I did very basic math. That's probably not anywhere near accurate, but I mean, $70, 6 million copies. That's 420 million. Which to us sounds like a lot. To make 120 million, to us it sounds like a lot, but to a big company like that, that's not what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
need,
like the news that was actually coming out or already came out. I haven't bought it yet because I'm waiting for it to go on sale because I don't want to pay $60 for it. You know,
Yeah.
not because I'm not excited for it, but I just don't want to pay $60 for it. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm like that with a lot of games right now.
Yeah.
I find sites that have deals on stuff I didn't even pay full price for the Sparking Zero.
Deco deals, man. They'll tell you when it goes on sale.
Yeah.
So leading into our next topic, like BJ kind of hit on it. I was reading an article and listening to some people talk about Halo. I want you guys, because I have my own thoughts, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about what's going on with Halo. The only caveat before you say it, because BJ kind of mentioned it, but when I think about Final Fantasy, God of War, Call of Duty, I mean, I can keep going on. Gears of War, like Halo, people gonna say we getting tired of it, but all those games, there's been a million God of War games, a ton of Gears of War games, a ton of Final Fantasy games. Those are kind of still selling. So I'll leave that on the back burner to address that when it's my turn. But what do you guys think is going on with Halo? Like that used to be the top franchise of gaming, and now it's kind of afterthought. I hate to say it, but let's start off with Haku. What you think, D-Lo?
I think given that Halo and Gears were up there as like the selling points of Xbox, like that was like two main IPs. You know what I'm saying? And they were always going neck and neck with each other. I think if you just look at the company of both, is it Bungie and the Coalition?
Yeah,
they used to be. Oh,
so like 343 Industries.
343. Yeah.
So I mean, I just think it's around the same thing with how Call of Duty was and how the Star Wars was. When you have a failed game, it is hard to win your fan base back, especially when you've had years and years of success. You set the bar too high. So when you start getting your priorities out of shift, it's like, look at how Halo, what was it? Not the latest one, but like the one right before it. I think that was like the worst one they ever did. Like I have a cousin that played Halo. He bashed Gears of War. Like I bashed Halo. And he was like, yeah, this ain't a good Halo. Bring back the other. They took out so much stuff, and it was just like, I think they just lost their identity. I can't remember which Halo it was. I got to look it up. I think Halo just lost its identity in what it was trying to do. It tried to be too revolutionary in what it was. Because now, Halo came out, it didn't have a lot of competition.
That's what I was gonna say.
Now, people's money can go somewhere else for a better game, for a better quality, for better community. So that's my take on it.
See, and that's what I was gonna say. It's a lot more options out there now than it was then. Before, it was like you had Halo, you had Call of Duty, and then you had like Battlefield in there. I'll put Battlefield in there. Now you got Fortnite, you got Apex, you got even like Overwatch, you got all these games, and mostly all of them are free. I mean, you see, they even had to make Halo free because I know it's free with Game Pass, but it's free. You know, they had to do that to try to stay in competition because it's a lot of competition in that genre. And then, like I said, then Apex, not Apex, but Halo is an older IP. You know, I think if you were to show younger kids, do you want to play this Halo or do you want to play this Fortnite? I mean, we all know what they're gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? I remember, and I played the Halo Infinite when it first came out, and it was all right. But I also feel like Halo has slowly been falling off the map since I think people liked Reach. I don't know if it was Reach or ODST, one of those ones that came out after 3. But
I know
3
they like
was really
ODST. They definitely liked.
Okay, I know it was one of them. For me, I played 4. I don't think I played 5. I played 4. I didn't really like it. Like, it's one of the ones that, again, it's kind of been slowly falling off for a while now. And unfortunately, I don't know what they can really do with it to bring it back to prominence. I honestly don't think we are gonna see Halo after a while. You know, I don't think it's gonna be around too much longer.
Okay.
I mean, I hate to say it, unless they find something out, but I don't see what they could do. I mean, it's kind of another same issue. It's kind of that same formula. Like, it's mostly the same. Even damn near the same as playing Halo 3 again. If you play Infinite, it's really not that much different. So, I don't know.
I agree that there's oversaturation of FPSs nowadays. Is Counter-Strike still a thing? Because I think that was like back in high school.
Yeah.
So why is Counter-Strike still a thing, but not Halo still a thing? You know,
that's where I'm going after you finish talking. That's where I'm going.
Yeah. So and again, because you were listing like things that like Halo's competition at that time was also Counter-Strike. But again, I'm not a FPS person by any means, but I just know that everybody loved Counter-Strike. And so maybe you would think like with the rise of esports nowadays too, that like Halo would still be a thing. And maybe it is like what you said, VJ and Dilo, that we can get FPSs for free now. So why should I pay more money to play a game that's just like, okay, what's new? Or like why is this more exciting than any other game that I can pay less for? And I think Counter-Strike was free, right?
Well, it wasn't, but they just because it was CS:GO and you had to buy it. Mm-hmm. Then they changed it to Counter-Strike 2 now, and it is free. Like you can go download it for free on Steam if you want it right now.
Yeah. So I mean, Halo used to have like a big esports community too. I don't know if that's died down since. Like I don't know if you guys remember Frag Dolls and like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I think there's like a whole like an old you have to be like 60 and over to team.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like those kind of teams, and like they're all really good. So again, I don't know. Again, I think for me, it's just like what can you offer differently that any other FPS doesn't. So it's back to the whole like not just with FPS, not just with Halo, like what's with every other franchise. Like they're not making sales for a reason.
My question for all of you, or I want to go throw it to BJ first, is. You got I said it before, you got not necessarily Call of Duty, that's an outlier, but you have God of War that started long ago, Gears of War, I mean, Mario. I can keep going on. Why is that game failing out of all of those IPs? Why? I know why people don't want to play Gears, because I think Gears of War is too hard. And being one of my favorite games, I feel like that's a game that's too hard to get into. But you got Final Fantasy. They got all these Final Fantasy. People still like, why is this one going out and all these other games? Like, how many times can Kratos do the same stuff?
I mean, but if you look at like God of War specifically, I feel like it's a good example because if you almost can't compare the first set of games to the second set of games. It's all like it's not completely different, but it's a lot different than
Okay.
like Gears one. I mean, not Gears, but like God of War 1, 2, 3 when he was doing Greek mythology compared to the God of War and God of War Ragnarok. You could see the evolution there. Like it's a lot different. The combat is different, and then it's also story driven. So I mean, it's kind of the same, but it's similar, but it's different because now you got his son involved. You're in a whole different like world, essentially, a whole different mythology, different types of enemies and everything. Halo, I feel like even with the story, it's kind of the same super space marine story. Honestly mostly the same. Like I said, Halo. You show me Halo Infinite and you show me Halo 3, and how many differences can you really point out to me? Like in all honesty. So for me, I just feel like it's just not evolving. It's not evolving. It's doing the same thing. But then there's only so much you can do with the shooting games compared to like
Yeah.
that, you
Yeah.
know. And then I wanted to bring this up because people talk about Counter Strike. Counter Strike is just that super sweaty, competitive. Like that's the only reason why Counter Strike. Like it is probably one of the sweatiest games you could play. You know what I'm saying? Like it is like almost solely like based in just the esports aspect of it. So like you said, you got teams, you got I don't know what the Counter Strike teams are called, but like how Call of Duty had like the FaZe clan or whatever. It's like you just got these super hardcore people that will play Counter Strike until the day that they die at the highest possible level that they could play it. I don't know what Halo is missing in that, but I don't like it's almost like Rainbow Six too. Like that's another one of the ones where it's not super popular, but it's super hardcore, sweaty esports game. Like,
Right.
and you can have that little niche group of people to like keep you going. And I just feel like Halo hasn't done enough to be different and stand out. Like it's majority the same as what it's been for years. That's my main thing with it.
Okay. Y'all all said some things that lead. I wanted to ask this question. I forgot to put it on the docket, but I'm gonna ask it anyway and throw a curveball because last night we talked about Nintendo and we talked about systems, and this kind of goes in with that. If we put Mario on everything, we put Gears on everything, we put God of War on everything. Why would I buy a Nintendo? Why would I buy Xbox? Why wouldn't we all just get the same thing that's the most powerful or the cheapest? So I wanted to throw that to any of y'all because I've been thinking about this since we talked about it. I like variety, like the thing I said, if a Volkswagen and a Lamborghini cost the same amount of things and they do this, or they cost a separate amount, but they do the same things, I might as well get the Volkswagen. If two things do the same, but they cost so much. So why would I get a Nintendo when the Xbox is more powerful and it has Mario and Yoshi and everybody on there? So D-Lo, I want to throw it to you first. What you think, man?
About just why you telling me like just diversity in different consoles?
Yeah, because a lot of y'all say kind of put
Exclusivity, right?
everything on everything. No exclusivity.
I like variety, but I do like exclusive. Like, well, I'm gonna speak I'm an all around gamer. Like, I'm not one of those where it's like, oh, I only stick to this or I only stick to that. Like, just like with tech, when people say, oh, I'm Apple this or I'm Android this, I'm like, you're really a tech person. I'm gonna be Logitech this, Samsung that, Canon
Yeah.
this, Apple this. I'm gonna mix my stuff. So when it comes to consoles and games, I'm fine with exclusivity. I don't unless I'm really just trying to play with somebody. But a lot of people, I think they get stuck on that. I think they get stuck on the company itself, like the brand, the name, Sony. When you think Sony, you automatically think, okay, I'm gonna be gaming all day. When I think Microsoft had a big change, but you gotta also understand Microsoft was a computer company before it was a gaming company. And then when it became a gaming company, it was a entertainment system company, not a gaming system company. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo was more so of a always a gaming company, but it was a family friendly geared gaming company.
Yeah.
So it depends what you like. Like I'm like you said, you like variety, so I'm gonna do what I need to do to play the variety of games. I'm not finna only people that like one console are gonna be complaining when this game don't port over to here, or why they can't just do backwards compatibility, or why can't they do crossplay. You need to expand your pockets and or your mind. And I'm just saying, because I mean, you're gonna be stuck. You put yourself in that box. And stuff only getting expensive, and that just goes back to the other topic about why certain games aren't lasting is because there's only so much you can do with certain games. Like if you didn't put the time in to build a world where you can go 6 decades of making games, then is it? There's only so much space Halo talked about, so there's only so much story you can build on. Versus God of War, that's Greek. That Greek mythology has its own fan base. So when you add it to a game, you add in the gamers and the people that just read books, or the people that just do the lore, or the people that talk about it. You add in all that. So that's your variety right there.
I agree. Just throwing in space is a big place. That's all I'm saying.
Space is, but
space
when you
is a big place.
And I'm gonna get back to the main topic. But Star Wars, there's a big space. Yeah. But when you build a story only about so much of space, and you've been doing that for 15, 20 years, you can't just randomly throw a new galaxy in there and expect people to bite onto it. It ain't it. Talk about it earlier, and then be like, oh, well, what? Have them wondering 15 years ago, and then you bring a game in that delves into that. So but that variety thing, I just think like people put themselves in a box and they complain when there's no more diversity. When you decided to stick only with this company.
Okay. Either one of you gotta.
Yeah, I wanna popcorn on that. So, especially since I do have a PS5 and I have a Switch, and I'm looking to build my own PC so I can start PC gaming when I have time, obviously. It's for me. So it's funny that Dylan mentioned like Microsoft and like how they started off as like the company like they built computers. I think. And correct me if I'm wrong, the reason why I didn't get an Xbox is because like the games were not appealing to me. And I feel like the focus isn't their gaming system. The focus is computers. So they're not going to have games that are like, that are going to be different. And which is why like a lot of Xbox and PS5 or just PlayStation in general, a lot of those games are cross-platform because so I think in that sense, the PS like getting a PlayStation and Xbox like separately doesn't make sense. But again, like if I wanted, it's not even about exclusivity because now we're taking that exclusivity out. But like the Switch, for example, I can take it on an airplane. I can take it in the car. I don't need internet to play. Yeah, you have like the PS Mobile app or whatever where you can connect to your PlayStation and access it through like a tablet or whatever. But you still need internet, Yeah. So there's limitations on that. Same thing with PC. Like I have to do it on my PC, but at least with like my Switch, it's handheld and I can play it on my TV. That's where the diversity comes in for me. So those are my thoughts on that. I'd still buy multi-platforms, but they have to have like distinct features other than like, oh, this is more powerful. Well, like the Switch is not powerful at all compared to like the PlayStation or the Xbox, but then you still have, again, it's that market. Yeah. You still have people buying it because you know what? It does something different that my PlayStation can't do.
Yeah. I guess that's where I'm leaning towards as far as like if everything was everything and you could play Mario and everything and you got the Switch and it's portable and you can take it on the plane, why would I even entertain PC or PlayStation? Because if everything you have to me, exclusivity has to play some part, because then if everything was the same cost, I would just play the Switch. I would just get the Switch. And if everything was on, if Call of Duty was on the Switch and everything like that was on the Switch, because there would be no point for me to get the other ones because I could do everything on this one system. So I think go ahead.
Yeah, so I think that's where the powerful system kind of comes into play. Yeah, Switch is not powerful, but I can play Final Fantasy on it. Yeah. It's a lot prettier on my PlayStation. I'm not gonna lie. And so then now you're marketing to like different customers. I'm like, am I playing this game for like gameplay, or am I playing this because of story or how pretty it is? And some people play it because of how pretty the game is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. So I guess let's get to our main topic. Horror games. It's horror season, Halloween season. I know I'm a fan of it. I just found out a couple minutes ago some people aren't too big of fans of it, making me a little skeptical. Just like the Resident Evil conversation we had before. I don't know, man. Y'all driving a hard ball right now. But anyways, let's talk about scary moments in games or a scary game. I guess it could be either or a scary moment in the game or just a scary game in general that you play. Like, what's the scariest game or scariest moment that you've played in a game? Caroline, let's start with you.
So I don't think you knew this about me, but I'm definitely not one of those people that play horror games either. So definitely have to do some research on that. I'm not anti-horror games. I just would rather play something else. So that being said, there are horror aspects in certain games. And I don't know if you guys have played Zelda, like the Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
But like, so Breath of the Wild, there's like something like the Guardians, right? And there's music that plays in the background. And when you first play the game, like the Guardians are coming up, and a lot of it is like the music that's playing in the background, and it freaks you out. And so it's the same thing with like Tears of the Kingdom, which is like the sequel. So there's this place called the Depths, which is like dark and gloomy, and like you have to jump through a hole to get there, and you don't know when the hole ends. So you have to like turn on the volume up.
Okay.
So it doesn't sound freaky, but when you hear like the music, it sounds really freaky.
Okay. Like jump scare, like I gotta get out of here.
Like, oh my god, yeah. Like so, we watch him play. I think I've seen this video.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So the thing with the Guardians is like that they kill you, especially like if you don't have enough hearts. They kill you right away. So I mean, as it gets stronger, it's less scary. But then, like when you first encounter them for the first time, you're like, the first thing is run, and then you have a meter, like a run meter, so a stamina bar. So like your stamina bar is really low, and your hearts are really low, and those lasers can kill you with, I don't know, like 6 hearts or something like that. So that freaks me out. Same thing with going to depths. Like I don't know if there's a video for that. So part of the if you listen to the music of these, and this is why I'm a really big Nintendo fan. Like they don't just like put it into gameplay, like so that you're immersed. Like they put it into music too. Like they're very strategic and like smart about their music. They play with like the notes and like the tones. And clearly, I'm a musician too, right? But they play with like the notes and the dissonance that strike fear into your heart. Like you're like, oh my gosh, like there's a bad guy coming that's about to chase me. Oh my gosh, I'm about to die. Like, so this is the depths. Like it's dark and gloomy. And eventually like it turns lighter because as you explore it, those are the light routes. You have to like open them up and then like lights up the whole thing. So it's less scary. But again, it's like one of those like first times, oh my gosh, like what do? I don't want to go here anymore because this is freaking me out.
Okay. And you describing kind of like the Jaws feeling, or
the Jaws feeling, 100%, 100% the Jaws feeling. So definitely take a listen to like when you first reach the depths of like that soundtrack. It's freaky to me.
Okay, VJ, what's up, man? What you think?
I'm not a big horror game guy either.
Oh my god.
Look, it was some stuff when I was younger that used to scare me. It's not really from horror games per se, but it used to like the one thing that sticks out of my mind is in Mario 64 when you go to the little sunken ship level and they got the little like eel that used to be in the ship that you had to like for the first time you had to wait for him to come out so you could go in the ship. Then the second time he's like in the wall and you have to like chase him to get the star off his tail. This one used to scare the heck. I used to never go to that stage because that shit used to scare the shit out of me. I used to be terrified. Like I used to never ever go on that stage. And I just thought about it the other day because I was playing the game because I have the like little Mario collection or whatever on the Switch, and I was doing this stage and I was just thinking back to this time where I could not play this stage. So like now he's already went past it because you can't get into this part until
there he is. There
I used to be terrified of that thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I could not do the stage. because of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
And that's how you
It
know
gets
it's
like
not a horror game. Yeah, and then in the second part, he's like in there, and then you have to wait for him to come out, and there's a star on the back of his tail, and you have to chase him to like get the star off his tail. But that's how you know I can't do horror games, man. But other than that, when that PT game first came out, the little PT demo, that's probably my most recent thing. I tried to play like 5 minutes of that game, and nothing even really happened, bro. Just the atmosphere, I just turned it off. I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, no, bro, I can't do this. I'm about to I'll be ready to have a heart attack from these games, man. I don't know what it is. It's different when I'm playing it. Like I can watch a playthrough of something, but when I'm actually got the controller in my hand, it just feels too much like I'm actually there, bro. I can't do it.
Yo.
what about Dead by like my cousin? When he said he can't play Dead by Daylight with me because when he has his headphones on and it's the killer gets closer and it's beeping, he said they give him anxiety. They don't give you anxiety or anything when you play that.
I mean, yeah, but it's like different.
Okay.
It's different. I don't know. And then you got your homies with you. You can just kind of run away. It's like when they get you in them like slower atmosphere. Like I said, like the PT thing where you keep going around in a circle hallway, and then every time you go, it's some weird stuff happening, and then it's something popping up behind you, and then like Caroline was saying with the music, like like it's this crazy music going on. I can't like all that slow build up, and they keep giving you like bumps and like little doors creaking open, ain't nothing there, and they're building it up. I can't do it because by the time I get to the actual scare, I will have a heart attack. Like, I'm not joking with you, bro. I can't. I have tried. I can't even play like old Resident Evil. Just because it's just too slow. And then you open the door, and then you got the zombie popping out from the little. When you know how so it don't happen all the time, but you know how you open the door and it's like the first.
Yeah.
And then sometimes there's like the zombie popping out the door before you can get all the way through it. I can't do the jump scares either, man.
Okay.
I just can't. But now I do feel bad because I looked at a playthrough for the Silent Hill 2. And story wise, it seems like an amazing game. Like I love because it's real psychological. I love that. But I just don't think that I personally can get through it myself. Because the moment you put me in one of those dank little underground areas, I'm turning the game off. So.
Oh snap, D-Lo, what's up, man? What you think?
Man, hey, look, this is just gonna be a hard episode for you, man. But I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you out because when I played Dead Space for the first time, when I tell you, this is my first time. When I played Dead Space, that was my first time getting over-the-ear headphones. So I ain't never had to block off the outside world and fully get immersed into that game. The first thing that pissed me off was really the ambient sound. Like Caroline said, with that creaking, and BJ said the creaking and the random noise. And mind you on a spaceship. The start of the game didn't help because it just gave you a preface of you by yourself. And the BS already happened before you even got control of the player. So your player is stressed. You're in a stressful environment. And you expect me, this is my first time playing a horror game, fully immersed with headphones on. And I think it was at nighttime. That didn't help.
Oh, snap.
So just hearing all that scared the mess out of me. But the first, you can probably look this up. The first necromorph attack, that was the first time I probably almost threw a controller.
Oh, okay.
Because when I tell you, like, look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then the game go cutscene play. So sometimes you don't even be knowing when it's time for you to play and react. I'm used to, the old PlayStation games where they tell you when to press the button, the quick time events. This didn't have no quick time events like that. It was like straight, okay, do something. Like, bro, look at that. Just stress. And if you look at the counter on the chainsaw gun he had, ammo is very hard to find in that game. So you really got to regulate how much you using. I'm just like, it's too much stuff stacked up on me. Like, look at that. Stress. Pure stress. Anxiety. I think I screamed one time.
Oh,
I think I screamed.
So I'm gonna break the fourth wall, third wall, whatever they call it. I'm gonna move my thing. So if you look, this is my gaming mat. Oh, it's blood blurry, but you can see. That's my gaming
this
mat that I
man here.
use every day.
This
That's
man
my
here.
all the horror people on it, Chucky, all of them. So I'm a big horror fan. I might watch a horror movie tonight. Jason, my ringtone right now, my text tone is Jason. Friday the 13th.
Oh, this man here.
I love going to see horror movies. They don't really scare me. They just make me laugh.
They make me laugh too.
Yeah, they
See,
just
I
make
can do
me laugh.
movies. This is the games. I can do the movies.
I can do movies. Every
Do
once in a while.
any of y'all know who Mr. X is?
Ain't that from? Is that from Resident Evil?
Yeah, Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
my man, the big dude with the trench coat and the hat.
Yeah,
and all
yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
So when he first show up, man, I'm gonna see if I can. Like, he just shows out of nowhere. So it ain't necessarily like I'm scared of him, but he's surprising. Like, there's no music to lead up to him. You just go somewhere. He just comes out of nowhere. I'm gonna try to pull it up right now and see if I can get a good. So this is more of a look. He just standing there. My man's Leon just opens the door, trying to see what Mr. X is there. He comes out of the walls, just chilling. Then he kind of just is roaming all the time. He just show up on you. You be in there. You search in a box. You turn around, Mr. X right there. And if he see you, he coming. He now you see Leon. Here he come, going through the wall, big as hell, as you can obviously see.
Yeah.
This a more subtle encounter. But as soon as he come, boom. He remind me of the guy of Jeepers Creepers. I love the Jeepers Creepers movies. I don't know if y'all ever seen them.
Oh man, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That man there, I couldn't watch that movie.
Jeepers Creepers?
My cousins forced me to watch that movie one day with them. I don't like them to this day.
Damn.
That's the side of the family I don't even mess with like that no more just because of that movie.
Man? Come on, man.
For sure.
Hey man,
Have y'all ever seen Halloween, Michael Myers?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I seen
Funny
that.
movie.
I like classics. I'm saying me and my boy been going through watching all the Scream movies because he got a movie review channel on YouTube that he do, and he always asks me to let's watch this or that. So I told him like, hey bro, let's do because I like Scream personally. So I told him like let's go through. We actually watched 5. What day was that? Saturday or Sunday or something. We watched 5, and we still got to watch 6. But yeah, we went through all of them, man.
What's the best Scream movie?
What's the best one?
Yeah.
Probably number 3.
Number 3 is the best?
3 or number 1.
All right. I'm gonna say 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
Oh no, 2 is like the worst one.
No, you must
corny,
ain't seen the new ones, man.
Bro, 2 just came out the gate with some corny junk with the whole Jada Pickett and that was too extra. Then the way she died, it's fresh in my mind. I've literally been watching them over the past couple of weeks.
You don't gotta tell me. All I gotta do is go in the room and load them up. I got them already on deck, man.
Fresh in my mind. We still gotta watch 6. We ain't watched 6 yet, and I haven't even seen it yet. But
is 6 the latest one?
Yeah, that's the one that came out.
I actually like that one. Yeah, I like that one. We went to the movies and seen that one. I like that one.
I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna watch it one of these days this week.
This is a little bit off topic, but I really don't care. What's the best horror movie y'all seen? Even though y'all don't do horror, what's the best horror movie that you could say that you've seen?
I don't watch a lot of horror movies. I
don't either.
I would say I think the first It did it for me.
The original?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that one is just one to just I don't know, man. My girlfriend always get on me about me giving up if I'm in it. She'd be like, "Cause what do you do in this situation?" I said, "I'm giving up." I'm giving up. Well, you ain't even gonna try? No. Have you seen what he did? He's smarter than me.
I mean, it do be facts though. It's just facts.
Like the only movie that really pissed me off though. I like Chucky movies, but I'd be like, just kick him. He ain't that smart. Kick him. Kick him across the room and keep it moving. Put him in a dog cage and just sit him there.
Man, you ain't.
You must have teleports.
Say that again.
Doesn't he like magically teleports if you put him in a cage?
No. I've never seen that.
I was gonna say you must ain't seen a lot of Chucky movies because that man get around, man. Hey,
he do. He fast. I get it, but ain't no way he outsmarting people that in a small. Ain't no way.
He be doing
I know
it.
It's just movies, bro. I know.
I mean, that's why people die because they're not smarter than him.
Clearly.
I think what's the best.
Clearly.
personally, they're not horror to a lot of people, but I personally love the Saw movies.
Yes.
So I love
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
gore, and I don't think, in my opinion, if someone tells me this, I would instantly think they're a liar. But Saw 1 at the end, he's laying in that puddle of blood, and he gets up and walked out. I don't think anyone's seen that. If someone tells me they've seen that, I think they're lying. He was laying there the whole movie, and then he just gets up and walks out. I don't think anyone could have foreseen that.
I was gonna say Saw 1. I'm not a big horror movie person like everybody else. But Saw 1 is actually what stuck out. I mean, I saw the Halloween movies. I don't remember like half of that, but I remember laughing. Like, I just think it's funny that he just randomly appears. Like, it's comical to me. But I like Saw. Like, it's horror. It's like more thriller, but it's like it makes you think a little bit. Like, I feel like that was very well played, and the direction and the production and the story itself was very well written. And I think that's the thing about me and movies. Like, I feel like horror movies like don't really draw me in. It's just like, it's, to me, it's just like very like jumpy. Like the whole point is to like make like it's a more, maybe surprise is better, like the better word, versus like it doesn't engage me, versus like Saw 1 especially engaged me. Like, it made me want to pay attention, made me like want more. I'm like, yeah, and in the middle of it all, I got freaked out.
Okay.
So I really like Saw 1.
Okay. And one of my favorites. BJ, what you think, man? Anything?
And I keep thinking about the best, like, and it.
One you like. It could be one you like. I mean, it don't even have to be the best. One you like a lot.
Yeah, man. It's a reason why I wanted to go back and marathon all the Scream movies, man. It's personally, as a series, like, I mean, I said 3 is the best out of the ones that I watched, but just as a series, I like it. Like, it's not like, I mean, it is kind of horror, but not fully, because it never really takes itself too seriously. Because, you know, there's always like kind of jokes and stuff in there. And you get Ghostface kind of fumbling and bumbling around. Like, it's like this could like really happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like just regular, usually a teenager or whatever, you know, doing it. But it's just a dude in a mask just running around trying to stab some people. Like, and it always feels real because the chases and everything. Like I say, he tripping over furniture. You can easily like kind of knock him off you a little bit. But then eventually he always kind of finds a way to sneak up and get you, or sneak into your house or something. So I personally like just the Scream as a series for me.
And you don't ever, I mean, a lot of movies or shows, you can find stuff that's predictable. You never watch a Scream at the beginning and you know who the killer is already.
I mean, they do. You know, they almost feel like they do it on purpose with that. Like they purposely, but I mean, they try to trick you up a little bit. Like, again, maybe because it's all fresh in my mind, but like the first one, they made it super obvious. Like 20 minutes into the movie, after the first kill, who it was. But some of the other ones, you know, which one was it? They kind of got me. I was not expecting. I think it was 3, because and that's probably part of the reason why I liked it so much, because they throwing these people at you. I'm like, no, it's this guy, and it was none of the people that you know what I'm saying. It was like some whole other person that I just completely didn't even expect. I think it was like her brother or something, but I don't know. I just like it. You know, it doesn't try too hard. You know, it's like it mixes the horror in with a little bit of comedy and like realism. Like, so.
Do you feel like a Halloween tries, like a Michael Myers? You feel like that tries too hard?
Like, I don't know. Like, maybe a little bit. Like, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's different because you have this, but then you kind of got like multiple of this kind of guy, because Michael Myers and Jason are almost kind of like the same person, right?
Yeah.
A little. Like, I mean, they got different backstories, but they're kind of like this big supernatural. You can't kill them. Super big, overpowering you, fucking walking the whole time, never even running.
That's
and
true.
Somehow still catches people. You know, they kind of like the same person with a different mask. So I think that's why I like Scream better. It's just more realistic, like killer. Like I said, he's running at you. He's tripping over stuff trying to get to you. You know, he's creeping in your house like realistically.
Yeah.
finding ways to get behind you and kill you. You know,
Yeah, he using more mental, and they using more brute force, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
and supernatural ability to just even though with Ghostface seemed like every time you shoot him, he
Yeah,
still
man.
doesn't die either. But it's always almost because I had a vest on.
Yeah, right.
Like, I mean, but that's realistic though. You know, it's like okay,
Yeah.
he had a vest. You can explain it. You know, and then it gets to the point where they're like, okay, by like the third, fourth movie, they're like, okay, you got to make sure you always shoot him in the head. It's like it stacks on top of each movie, like stacks on top of each other. And it's like they gain the knowledge. Even at least the people that make it, like Dewey, he made it all the way until what the fifth one, and he had all the knowledge. He was always like, okay, we got to go talk to this guy because he had been through this 4 other times.
Mhm.
You know, like I don't like that. And then they have the movie within the movie with the stab movies.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can appreciate it. It's a little different. And I just got done having like a conversation about this because my boy's always saying, "Oh, Scream is trash," which I could see why he says that. But if you look at today's like movies and you look at all the ones that were coming with Scream, I think the Michael Myers are a little bit older. I think.
Yeah, like
All of them,
79
even
or
like Michael
something.
Myers, he had new movies. Nobody cares. Nobody cares now, right? But these Scream movies are actually kind of successful, even today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, I couldn't figure out what it is, but it's like a cultural thing with these movies. It's like you look at movies nowadays; they don't have. We were talking about how you have mascots, like you got Ghostface, you got Michael Myers, you got Jason, you got Freddy Krueger. But nowadays you got shit like Smile or Quiet Place. There's no like tangible like person that you can be like, this is that killer.
Art the Clown, everybody like him. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
But even he kind of a classic though too, because didn't he have old? I've never seen any of it, but don't he have older movies too?
I don't. He's the only person that we probably would mention that I've never seen. He's new to me.
Yeah, but I think he did have like older movies. But I think it's something about having that face to attach to the movie that makes it better, and it makes it stay with you for a longer time. Because like I heard like Quiet Place is a good movie, but you couldn't tell me like you probably couldn't go back and point out anything about. I think it's just aliens or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That ain't no horror flick.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's a thriller.
Something about them classic slashers, man, that I like personally.
Yeah, if I start talking, I'm gonna talk forever. So
yeah, you see, I'm going and going.
I'm gonna just be quiet.
You gotta cut me off, man.
Before we get to our video game 21 questions, last time we talked about the PS5 Pro and the pricing and things like that. It did sold out in minutes. You couldn't even get into the website, from what I read and what I watched. I guess it was hard. Some people got into the website, added it to their cart, and then boom, you couldn't buy it. Some people's cards got charged and then charged 3-4 times, and then they still wasn't able to get the system.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was hard to get. I mean, I don't know. I want to get y'all a quick view on that. Like, is that just a fanboy, fangirl? Do people actually want it now? See the value? I mean, I've been hearing decent things about how it looks. What do you guys think about the quick selling out of the console?
How many do they have? That's my question.
That's what I was thinking.
Not many. I know that. I mean, not many like for the whole world.
Yeah, that's typical these days. I feel like where shit's selling out and it's hard to get. That's like everything. Even I play these card games, man. It'd be so hard to get some of this product sometimes. It's just like everywhere. It's just supply. It's just lacking. I don't know what's going on. Ever since COVID, and everybody likes to, not saying it's fake, but everybody likes to say ever since COVID, every shit just can't get nothing no more.
I don't know. I feel like it's a marketing thing. Like, oh, we're only gonna make 100,000 just for now. This is just throw a number out there, and so it seems like it's like high in demand. But maybe like it's 100,000 people that wanted it, or like it's 100,000 consoles sold out right away. But really, the market's only for 200,000, which is not gonna, what is it? Break the bank or give them a profit. I think it's just they're trying to get this perception that like, oh, it's sold out right away because they don't have that many.
12,300.
That's it?
Yeah, 12,300.
There you go.
That's for sure. I mean, we're talking about what globally? That's definitely.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think it's mainly, it's a few factors that go into it. Like just in the past, like you got to think when the PS5 came out, they probably made a whole bunch of those, and people couldn't get them, or the flip around. A whole bunch of people wanted them, and they couldn't make them in time. And then when they finally decided to make them, because that's right, both of these new consoles hit when COVID happened, like I think Christmas time, and people definitely didn't have no money. Hell, half people didn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? But I think what they're like Caroline said, I think they're just trying to get the narrative of, oh, we sold out. No, you didn't. You just didn't make. You only made 500, and there was 700 people that wanted one. And then you don't even know. No company has gotten around this scalping situation, so we don't even know if those are real true sales or one person bought 7 of them and doing a giveaway on his own channel, or you giving on. I mean, granted, they think a sale is a sale, but those aren't true sale numbers, and we've all known that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bots that sell them. Like this console right here, I already know the scalpers ate this up. And now there's only it's probably like only 700 people that got one of those, and the rest of them are scalped. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just more so of the narrative of we sold out when it's really we don't want to make 500,000 and only sell 200,000. Now we sitting here with a backlog and we done wasted all this money because people really didn't want this because we never asked.
That being said, it looks really pretty.
It makes it look in high demand, but it really ain't.
All right. So I just wanted to get on that because I thought it was interesting listening to some people and it sold out and this and that. I'm like, really, man, that's a high price point. So, and then when I seen how many, because each console is going to be individually numbered, blah blah blah, make it a little special, whatever like that. But when it's only 12,000 for the global world, I mean, come on now. I mean,
of course it was gonna sell out.
Right. What are we talking about?
Absolutely. There's 7 billion people in the world, right?
Yeah. Look how many people bought Concord.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Don't do it. Why are you doing it like that? Oh man!
I'm just saying.
He went there.
I'm just saying. Oh, Concord sold out. Look at you now.
Man. All right, let's start. Let's get going with the video game 21 questions. I think it's a good choice. I think it's a good pick. I asked for some suggestions from people, so I have a suggestion now. And let me get my pen over here and let the questioning begin. Every episode that we have done, I think you guys should have got it. So this is another one I think you guys should get.
We came close a couple times, or said it and didn't.
I didn't even know the game from last time. All right, is it a multiplayer game?
I'm pretty sure no.
Pretty sure no. What's that mean?
No.
No, I mean that narrows it down quite a bit. I feel like
it does
already. We just gotta. Okay, so now remember, if we gonna ask genres and stuff, we gotta throw in a couple of them.
Yep,
3 at the most.
That was a mistake that we kept making before.
Yeah,
okay, so it's not multiplayer. So that makes me want to ask: is it an RPG or an action game? Is it an RPG or action game?
Can it be action and RPG?
Yeah, I guess that is.
Is that a combination? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, you got action RPGs.
Like that.
You're right. Because it's kind of different genres of RPG.
Okay,
so that's a good point. Is it an RPG? I'll just ask that just straight up.
It has. I'm gonna give you this one. It has RPG elements.
Okay.
A lot of games have RPG elements, though. So
here we go.
It's not an RPG, but it has RPG elements. This is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm just reading what they're telling me right here. I'm just reading what they're saying on the screen. That's
RPG elements. Single player.
Is it multi-platform?
Yes.
Oh, so it's not a Nintendo game.
Has the year have when we kind of dissect what year it came out? Did that help us at all?
Nah.
It did more hurt than harm.
Or maybe I think instead of asking year, I think asking like console might be a better idea.
Okay, so
we know it's not Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not multi-platform, or it is multi-platform.
Right. But I mean, it could be a game that. Well, it's not straight Nintendo, so we know it's like not
Yeah.
Mario or none of that,
Yeah.
or Pokemon
Right.
or nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. That's a funny question. But, let's
Hey,
see.
we got plenty to work with. So
I know. I was gonna
Pokemon.
say.
But
Is
my-
there driving involved?
Is there driving involved? I'm
Uh-huh.
going to say
I guess you say
no.
driving, flying, in
No,
like any.
no, those
like-
ain't those ain't the same thing.
I mean, like,
Ain't the same thing. No driving
Okay.
involved. No, you already asked the question. No.
okay. I was getting at getting in a vehicle
So
of
it's
some
no
sort.
driving.
Okay.
RPG elements with no driving, single player.
It is single
Is it-
player. We
It's
did.
You
single
said
player,
it wasn't multiplayer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so when I see when I think multiplayer, I think online, but that multiplayer and online two different things. Okay, so single player.
Kinda. Is
Is it like a?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh man.
I knew that was gonna happen.
No, you good. Go ahead first. I
Okay.
trust your
Is it
question more.
like a franchise or a series of sorts? Like a,
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
That's 5 questions right there.
Okay.
Dang.
A single player series with RPG elements on multiple platforms.
Do you change characters?
Ooh.
Good question.
Do I need to specify the question? Maybe.
No,
I
Okay.
got a piece of
Make it
paper
more-
near me.
and you can't write it down. That's cheating.
Well, we can't
You
keep
You
Uh,
can't
track
write
of
down the
our
questions that we asked?
No,
Yeah.
that ain't how it works, man.
Dang.
That's crazy.
You better remember for us.
I'm gonna forget by the time we get to 20 what the first question was.
No, for real.
Yeah, right.
D-Lo, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm looking it up though. You said, do you
Okay.
switch characters?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
If it don't, then okay. That unless it's like a duo type of situation.
okay, so RPG elements.
I never played it, so
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the hint.
So what was that, number 6?
That was number 6. Yeah.
Do you shoot in the game?
yes, I would consider that shooting. Yes.
Okay.
Oh
we don't
man. Okay.
See how you always he can't just give us the straight answer. It's like,
We're
well,
not shooting
I
bullets.
consider it shooting. So now I got to think about that. Like, what are they shooting? Is it a gun or is it something
Projectiles. He
else?
said.
Right,
Oh my gosh! You're like one of those like laser beams out of your hands.
right.
I mean, I could just be trying to trick you. You never-
This
You
man
sure
here.
are.
So I was definitely leaning towards like Assassin's Creed, but I wasn't sure.
Right.
if there are- yeah. Because there's
Well,
RPG
depending
elements.
on which one
I
it
think.
is, it could have.
Yeah. He did
Well,
say
he
it was
did
a
say a
franchise. Though.
franchise.
Yeah.
That is true. A franchise that
Maybe it's something like horror because everything's horror. Maybe.
Oh.
You know.
could be a good thought.
the meta. Okay, she's thinking of meta. I mean,
That's
could
a good
be.
thought. I mean, all them Resident Evils, I'm pretty sure most of them are single player until you get to like 5 or something.
The shooting element. So there are shooting elements. So but it's not a shooter, right? Like, but there's shooting elements. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you just say
Yeah.
because I asked if they're shooting in the game. Like I didn't ask if it was a shooter. So
Yes.
The shooting in the game.
the shooting a RPG
shooting.
game that has shooting elements in it and no driving.
They're
And
shooting
you-
in the
you-
game.
And it's
And
a
you
series
can or
on
can't
multiple
switch.
platforms.
No, it's one character. You only plays one
Yeah,
character.
he said one character.
I have kind of an idea already. I mean, I don't know if it's right though,
Okay.
but I have an idea of what it might be.
Well, speak it. I don't keep it to yourself.
Is there magic involved? Like, is that an element in the game?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
No magic. Okay, because I'm kind of leaning toward. I guess I'll put it out there. I'm kind of leaning toward like Fallout or something.
Well, that means if
But-
we're shooting, it ain't spells. You know what I'm saying? That narrows
Yeah,
it
what I'm
down.
saying. He said it got shooting in it. He said it got RPG elements. There's no driving. So I kind of think of like Fallout as
So
a
we gotta
game.
traverse the map.
Is it open world?
No.
No.
What if it's like
okay.
Metal
So it's
Gear?
very linear. very linear.
What about Metal Gear Solid? Like maybe.
That's another good option, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we're shooting, but no Metal Gear. Okay, no.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not open world, then I don't know. It can't be Fallout if it's not open
What
world.
series
This is the older
is on
one.
multiple platforms? That's a lie, though. But
That's why I say Metal Gear. It wasn't in multiple platforms.
well, yeah, is it? Yes, it.
The
No,
new
it is.
ones, I
Yeah.
feel like
The new one
the
is.
older ones were like on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Not Xbox.
I don't think so. 'Cause a lot of the older ones before, like, I'm pretty sure it was before like the original. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't one of them on like PS1 or something? I'm not looking nothing up. By the way, I'm just.
I don't know.
checking.
Snake was on Smash Brothers. That's all I know. So it's multi-platform.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in Smash Bros.
Man.
Till like the Wii version, I think.
It's gonna be something, and I'm gonna be mad.
I mean, it's only quick. I said I ain't giving no hint. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, don't give me no hints.
Okay, so we got one character, no driving. We said it's an
No
RPG. No
Shoot,
magic.
RPG elements.
Oh, RPG element. Sorry.
Yeah.
What else did we say? We said. What was the last question you had? DJ? Oh, it's a series.
It's a series. It's no.
It's not an exclusive.
It's on multiple platforms. It's not open world. It's
not open world. It's linear.
Andre, have we talked about it before?
Have you talked about it on this episode? No.
Okay.
That's 10.
God.
I mean, y'all got some information.
We did. I think we're doing pretty good though.
Yeah, I think so too.
I feel like I can figure it out. I just need a little bit more. I need a little bit more. I'm trying to think of what I want to ask.
He said he ain't played it, so.
There's no driving though. It's linear. No magic though.
But it's not open world.
I always had a good idea, and then you killed it.
Oh, I'm gonna be so mad that we don't get this.
Y'all got questions to use. I mean,
I know we're just trying to. Okay, we're not gonna drag this out. But let's see. That's not a yes or no question. Hold on, let me rephrase it. Is the IP someone that a regular person would know?
I'm gonna say nah. I'm pretty sure no.
No.
Okay, so that means.
And when you guys ask that question, I'm thinking regular people, like not us gamers, but just
yeah. Okay.
Because we gonna know him, but they ain't gonna like regular people not gonna. I mean, everybody gonna know him.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean for sure.
I would hope so. No, it's fun.
Never know.
You'd be surprised.
Never know.
But we don't. So not somebody that's not popular, basically,
or not non-gamer notable.
Not
like last time we said if we showed up somebody from we showed somebody from Last of Us, the regular person wouldn't know who that was. Let me shut this dog up. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta get this.
Oh man,
we're gonna get this.
I'm just trying to think of a shooter with RPG elements, man. That's what's in my head. Only so many of them.
Okay, do we want to kind of go by the console or no? It's not.
No, it's multi-platform.
Well, I guess it could be different on multiple consoles. So maybe in this case, try to figure out if it's a newer game. You want to go by year? It's linear though too.
Want to go by
RPG
year?
Element shooting.
Yeah, let's do something like that. Something about dates.
Did it release on? I guess you would say PS3 or latest, meaning now.
Yes.
PS3 to present. Okay.
Yes.
Newer
So
game.
they're g-
Excellent question.
So that means
Newer game.
newer
yeah,
game.
At least PS3.
at least PS3 or the Xbox equivalent, which is what 360.
Yeah.
360, yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Just so you know, you ain't say that in your original question. So
My. Oh well, no. I mean, yeah. We was going by the year, like
okay,
not
I got you. I got
PS2,
you.
PS1, or
Yeah,
original
yeah, yeah.
Xbox.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's 12, right?
So it's later than PS3.
So yeah, PS3, Xbox One, PS4, all that kind of stuff. And maybe Switch.
I was trying to think of like Western RPGs because all the Eastern ones are gonna have like magic and shit for the most part. That's why I thought about Fallout. Now I'm
So are
kind
we-
of thinking.
Well, like Elden Ring or like
Yeah,
I think that does
probably,
have magic though.
Elden Ring definitely has magic
Yeah.
Oh, there's no magic. Okay.
because I'm a whole mage.
Right.
I'm a whole sorcerer.
I forgot that there's no magic. Okay.
And I was thinking about that too, like Dark Souls or something.
Yeah, it does.
It's not open world.
Why should it be a horror game?
I always have the one that I'll be like, damn, they're sure as that, and then
Why should it be
one of the
Left 4
questions
Dead?
fucking knocks it out.
Does Left 4 Dead have driving, BJ? I don't
Does it
know.
have driving? I don't think so.
Why,
I know
why
you
should be
don't
that?
drive. You might get into a car like a cutscene or something, but I know you ain't like actually driving.
Knowing
Yeah,
knowing
that'd be
him
cool.
around this time,
That's
it might be.
multiplayer though, so it's not multiplayer either.
Okay.
It's a single player game.
Why should it be?
That's
Yeah,
why I ain't
right.
played it because they made my favorite.
That's why I feel like I should know what it is, especially something PS3 around ish
PS3 and after.
with no
I mean,
magic.
just this ain't really a hint, but you guys did. You said PS3 or after, so you still got a whole bunch of consoles.
That's a whole bunch of consoles. So
Yeah.
want to move
How
it
many
up?
questions we got?
We had 12, I think.
Yeah,
12?
Yeah, we got more. Yeah, we can
I damn near want to
narrow it
start
down.
asking like.
Do we want to bump up the console like?
I damn near
look it
want to
up.
start asking just straight up what consoles.
We can't because it's not a yes or no.
Well, they're not.
'Cause if
Well, you know,
we
like
say-
ask them, is it on
Yeah.
this?
Okay.
Like, is it on the PS3? Is it on the PS4?
Well,
Is
we
it on
know
the
this
PS5?
game is not on a Switch.
I like the way you worded it, where it didn't release on that. That's
Yeah.
probably the best way to ask it.
So we know it's not on Switch because almost every game on Switch is probably multiplayer. I think.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean-
it ain't released on Switch.
It's not released exclusively on the Switch because it could be on the
it's something
Switch.
I mean, it could be on there, but we
well,
just
let's
know
ask
it's
that
not
question.
like none of Nintendo's.
You
It's
wanna
not the
ask that
Nintendo
question?
franchise, right?
We know
What?
it ain't Mario. We know it ain't Yoshi or Kirby or none of them.
Or it's Zelda. What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, so
The shooting.
I'm gonna just burn a question. Is this
Go ahead.
game playable on the Switch?
Yes.
Oh,
Shit. Messed up. No. It's playable on the Switch. All right.
Okay, so
No.
that means it's not on the PS3. For sure, not on the PS3.
Yeah.
I think that's
right.
the
It would be PS4, PS5 games.
yeah.
There
Xbox
might be
One.
hold on. There might be a remedy. Hold on. Let me just check. I'm just checking for something real quick. I'm sorry. No,
You
it's
can't.
not
not
on.
on the Switch.
It's not on the Switch.
Okay.
Oh.
Not on the Switch.
So okay.
Two different
Uh,
reports. Sorry, my apologies.
You good?
Might lie.
Right. So you see, that's why we can't never figure it out.
Can I run a
Oh
question?
my god.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we got 8 more. 7.
Was it released before the PS5?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's
it's
3 or
not
4.
So it's 3 or 4.
3, 4, or Xbox One and S.
Oh man. It's just too much
Ooh.
throwing me off.
Okay. I have a question that might help.
Okay.
Go for it.
Is it on Game Pass?
Ooh. Is it on? I have to look that up. I'm gonna look it up right now.
If it's on Game Pass, then it might have been a. then it might be like a Xbox One game. You know what I'm saying? Probably leaning because if it's not on the latest console, then it's probably on the generation right before.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
I can't answer that question. I don't know. I'm not getting a lot of information.
I think. Oh, okay. I was gonna say probably what he's getting at. It was on Game Pass. Now it's not. Maybe that's the type of situation.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes too.
I don't know because
Game Pass it got like older stuff on there too.
But yeah, but like if I said, is it current? I didn't say if it was currently or has it been. So it might have been on there, and it you know they be porting games off quick.
I'm mad at Game Pass right now, so.
Hey, I ain't got no right now, so I wouldn't know.
14.
I've not been useful with the questions, but
I'm really mad because the last time we did this, we could have said Red Dead.
Yeah, I feel like we close.
Yeah, we are.
Narrow down system, narrow down years, narrow down developers.
We didn't narrow down genre though, so let's try to.
know it's either PS3 or PS4. I don't know how much that would help me personally because I don't really know what was on which one.
Could we? Well, I can't say was it a game people were anticipating because I mean I feel like a lot of games are anticipating.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't think that would help.
I got it. 3 brains against the computer. Y'all got it, man. Come on.
Yeah, we fighting against Jarvis.
Come on, ask them questions, man. Caroline cheating, she typing.
Only because like I'm looking at Game Pass, I'm just like I don't know.
Caroline,
you can't type that.
Damn. Okay, fine. Hands are off.
The question didn't even help.
The question was I don't know. So that means like that. Yes, it could be on there, and yes, or no, it can't be on there. I'm like, what?
Or maybe, like I said, maybe it was on there.
No, I just took it.
I'm just saying, is it easy? I was just checking if it was easy to search the game. That's all. I'm just like, all right, well, that's probably why I said I don't know.
So we got what 7 or 8 questions?
Mm-hmm. Y'all at 14 right now.
Would knowing if it's PS4 or PS3 help either one of you specifically?
Not me, because I didn't play either one of those consoles.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless it was on Xbox 360 or One, I would know.
Because I mean, at this point, we could for sure narrow it to whichever exact console it is.
Well, if it's multi-platform.
Well, yeah. But then we know if it's on the PS4, then it was probably on the Xbox One, right?
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so do we want to say, how do we want to word that question? But wait, because if it got ported over to the console, then technically it's playable on the console.
Yeah.
But we can say if it was released.
We can ask if it released on multiple platforms.
Okay. Well, we already got that question. It was released on multiple.
Got that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was released on multiple. So knowing which company, honestly, don't help. Maybe.
So I'm trying to think about the game itself. Like.
Okay, so let's do.
I said developer.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was like, if we go by genre, we can kind of get the company.
Or it could be, you know what? Oh, no, I don't know if that's multiple platforms though. I had another one that I thought was a good idea, but I think
what is it? Just going.
I was thinking about I forgot what it's called all of a sudden. The one with Nathan Drake, but I think that's PlayStation only.
Oh, you talking about
something? I can't.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's only on PlayStation though.
Is it?
Because I'm trying to think of stuff like that where it's like, because there's no magic, single player with shooting.
But I think you drive in Uncharted though. There is driving.
Oh, okay. I never really played them like that.
I think it's like I've seen a Jeep in like a cutscene, but I don't know if you actually drive it.
No driving.
Walking out here, we don't man. Watch them. We're gonna mess around and be on horseback again.
GTA.
There's no driving.
Oh, never
It is
mind.
not
Almost clear.
I mean, I would consider that
I
open
was like
world,
thinking Hades. I'm like, okay, there's
And
magic
open
in
world.
Hades.
but it's kind of in that kind
Okay.
of vein. I feel
Oh,
like
that's right. That's open world.
Was it?
it's kind of in that vein.
Was it? Okay. Well, first let me ask this question: Would y'all consider Xbox One and PlayStation 4 together, and then 3 and Xbox 360 together, like different generation wise?
Yeah, because
Okay.
they were competitive. Right. That's a
Okay, so was this released on the Xbox 360 and PS4 3 console?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So that
15.
means
360,
15.
PS3.
360.
So now we have the
360
exact,
and PS3.
exact error.
Yeah, so what is that? 2007,
Error.
6, 7, 8? I don't know.
Like,
I know I was in middle school.
2000, like early 2010s, maybe? Because I had a PS3 around like 2012.
I got it. Yeah, I was probably late though.
That was late. Yeah, definitely late in the game.
All right. Do we have genre?
Kind of, but not exactly though. I mean, we know it's RPG. We know what elements it has. We know it's not RPG elements. We know it got shooting elements.
Do we have console? Do we have lost my train of thought. Do we have okay? What about if it's a franchise? Can we ask is the franchise still alive? Huh?
So I forgot about the franchise part for a second.
So can we ask should we ask more so is the franchise still alive? Because we've been talking about games that are dying and or dead. Is the franchise still going or is it done? I think would that want to be a question we want to use?
Yeah, it'd be a good question.
Is the franchise still ongoing?
I'm gonna find out.
Or maybe we heard some about it, or there's rumors, or that kind of thing.
So ongoing, how many? I'm gonna say within the last. I'm gonna say no. Because ongoing, I mean, how? Hold on. Let me ask a question. How many years would you consider ongoing?
What I mean, like, is it still current? Like for example, Gears is still ongoing because we know there's a game coming.
No, the answer is no. Then.
Okay, so we don't have no clue if any new version of this
there's
game
a new version.
Died.
Okay.
So it's probably like a trilogy or something. Then
probably
right. If it's a series that only went on between what PS3 and PS4, at the most.
Yeah, at the most.
That's only maybe 2 to 3 games. Well, maybe 3. We'll say 3. So what Fallout will be Fallout will come out.
World. I just thought about like Crackdown, but
it does.
Man, that can't be it because it's not linear.
Okay, so let's think AAA versus indie, or maybe like second party something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
because that'll tell us which way we gotta go.
Right.
Honestly. But what do we classify as AAA? Or is there a AA game? Is there a AA company? I don't know. I've never heard.
I don't know.
Never
Can we look that up? What the hell is the difference between AAA and AA games? A single A game? Andre, do you even know that? Do you even know what that is?
AAA games is like big companies.
I'm gonna let y'all know our time cap is coming up soon. So.
Okay.
Oh boy, how many questions we got? 5,
4.
We got
4
and I guess maybe.
Somebody mentioned Inception. Did that fit the criteria? Because I don't think Inception's coming out.
Inception.
Or
was it Inception or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. What am I thinking of?
We got 4 questions, right? 4 and I guess.
Well, I think that's technically Magic.
So okay.
What about like Watch Dogs?
Ooh, Watch Dogs.
Is that on PS3? No, I don't know. That was before. That was after.
That was Xbox.
That was after.
Wait, that was a movie. Never mind.
That was Xbox 360 though. The first Watch Dogs. Yeah. Because it's Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs 2, and Legion. I don't know what console Legion came out on.
I feel like we're so close.
Yeah, we are.
My mind's blank.
Okay.
It's like it's there, but it's not there.
Can we burn a question? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, we might as well.
Is it a horror game?
Let me see if they consider this horror.
You're the horror specialist, so it's just a jump scare that ain't horror to you.
Give me a game that you would consider horror.
Resident Evil.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna say
considered
Outlast.
horror.
Not Outlast. Is it Outlast?
Yeah.
That's considered horror.
Outlast.
I'm gonna say no. I personally do not think this is a horror game.
Okay.
It probably has horror elements.
Right.
Always the elements, man. We
You know,
got elements
he
and
loves
this
that
and
elements in the fucking Avatar. Right here.
God.
But there's no magic, so we can't use
I think we're
elements.
close though. I think we were like real close.
I think we're close too, and I don't have any ideas now.
I'm gonna be so
So, do
sad.
we want to go indie or AAA? Do we want to go there? Honestly,
That's not gonna help me. Just
that's not
just
gonna
let
help.
me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I think AAA, I think of like Bungie. I think Bungie. I think Ubisoft. I think of EA. I think of
The big boys
or
girls.
heavy hitters.
This is on 360 though.
Who made? I think of Naughty
That's
Dog.
Ubisoft.
Not multiplayer. It's like every time I think of something, it's just like one of the questions like kills it.
Kills it. Yeah.
No.
One of the other questions. Oh man. And we got the exact console era.
Yeah, we do.
I just
don't
can't.
know what the.
Do we need another
it's
genre
got
question?
RPG elements in shooting, which makes me feel like it's just like an action game of some sort.
Yeah.
Do we need another genre question?
It all sounds like freaking Fallout to me. That's the only thing I can think of in my head. But it
Might
can't.
be it. Yeah.
Fallout.
But do you drive in Fallout?
No, but it's not linear though. It's got
open world.
it's pretty much open world. So that kills it.
What's the other game that's not Fallout? Borderlands. Borderlands. All right, man. We got 3 questions left. I think.
We got 3. We can burn 3. I'm not sure.
I'm not
Hey,
sure.
just go on and throw them others.
Oh.
Go ahead, BJ, bro. Just go with your first mind. I think I did pretty good contributing heavily to this.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really ask that many questions, but I'm just so stuck on trying to think of what it is because I feel like I have all I feel like I have it all there, but I just can't figure it out. Okay.
We know Andre ain't played it. I'm banking on that.
It's on a 360.
I think Andre needs to be on the other side of this one day. Just saying.
Right.
No, for real.
I don't think he understands how tough this is.
Yes,
Like, oh yeah, you're gonna get him. Like, I don't know, man.
You said we're hot.
Definitely
You said
not
we're
easy
hot.
as it
We're
might
real
look.
hot though, right? I think I heard him say that. We're in the ballpark. We're like in the outfield.
The people I watch, I gotta get. I'm gonna send y'all a link after the people who I watch and see how they do it. But I've guessed many of their games.
Okay.
And how
See,
many
if I said a
questions we got?
YouTuber, you probably wouldn't know the YouTuber.
I want to ask if it's action, but I don't think that helps.
That ain't going.
I don't know what would help me. That's why. It's like, yeah, I could ask this, but is it gonna get me anywhere?
Does it have a max of 3 games in the franchise? Because when you say series, do we automatically think 3, or do we think 5, or do we think 4?
No, it does not have a max. You saying is it
Max,
3 or less?
like 3 or less.
No.
Okay, so it's more than 3
But it's a dead
More
series.
than 3 in that time?
in a short amount of time.
It's like a dead
God
series.
damn. Hell. Mario, no, like Kirby. Hell.
Oh.
What game done spewed out more than 3 games in a matter of?
I feel like I should.
should.
Why y'all? Hold on. I know
Castlevania.
this is a live recording, but why y'all think it's in a certain amount of time?
Because he said that's only PS3 and like that's generation.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not
It wasn't released after
Released
PS5.
that generation, and we don't know of another new one coming out. So
Okay.
it couldn't have been no further than PS3 and PS4.
Well, no. It couldn't be no more than like maybe like 4 or 5.
Right, yeah, it could have released in
So that's like
2000
12.
and came out. Yeah, it could. Yeah,
So that's like 11 to like 17, 18.
Yeah, I guess.
Like 8
Yeah,
years.
it's like 10 years.
It's like,
But
but
they're
that's
not
like 10
releasing any
years.
more games.
but who's releasing
that
like
we know
4
of.
games?
Yeah, right.
That we know of.
I mean, if they release them like that, it got to be a bigger company, right?
Yeah.
I keep
Okay.
thinking Diablo, but it's not Diablo.
Okay. If
Yeah,
there was an announcement today, would a lot of people be hyped?
Yes.
Shit.
Hmm.
I think that's a good ass question. I ain't gonna let you.
19. That's
So
19.
some people would like to come back.
It's not a niche of people. A lot of people.
It's like all the games on my head is something that makes it not the answer. Not the answer.
You know what?
We'll be hyped.
I
Oh,
think we only got one more question, right? And I
We got
I
one more
guess.
guess.
question.
Yep.
Ah,
One more question, I guess.
Hey man,
One
just gone.
question?
Just gone. BJ, what's your skate? I'm trying to think what Xbox games I got over here. Hell,
The shooting element. I just
shooting with RPG
elements.
elements.
Magic.
Shooting and RPG elements in.
And you can't drive, or you don't drive.
I want to ask. I mean, you don't switch characters, but it's only
No, you're one character.
You're one character.
Do we? How about if the character's a boy or girl? Would that help us? Maybe. That was our last hoorah.
I don't know.
It will help us if
Maybe.
the answer is a girl.
Yeah, if it's a guy,
You know what I mean?
Okay. Do we want to go for it? It's the last one.
Let's
Honestly.
go for it.
So is the question? Is it a girl or a boy, or which one we're going with?
Well, we have to ask one or the other technically.
Yeah, I'm saying. So which one we want to go with?
Is it a girl? Is the main character?
Main character.
No.
Damn
Okay.
it. Well, that.
Because if it was a girl, I was gonna say I thought about what Laura Croft, but that's too early.
Yeah, that could have been a good
or
one.
Bayonetta.
Or yeah,
that could have been a good one.
You know, there ain't a lot of females. So God.
No.
Exactly. That would have narrowed it down a bit.
All right, man. I think we.
All right. All my guesses are wrong. All of my guesses are wrong because there's a question that debunks it.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna be so when he give us the answer, I'm gonna be sad.
I'm gonna be really sad till he gives us the answer.
It's gonna be
we got to give him an answer first. Hell,
I know.
It's gonna be like I should have known what this was.
Do we want to
just give up, or
do we want to just throw a game in there?
That was in my brain, man.
Just throw a game.
Just wait. Let me ask the question. Does Deus Ex have magic?
Deus Ex?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never played it. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
It's kind of stealth. I'm not really big on the stealth, and I know that game does.
And we ain't asked that question. All right, you want to just throw a game out there, bro? I don't know.
All my game, like I could list to y'all all the games that I was thinking of first, but I know it's probably not any of them. I was thinking either I had Fallout, I had Uncharted, I had I don't know.
What's wrong with Metal Gear Solid?
It was on PS3. I'm sorry, was it?
What was wrong with Metal Gear Solid?
Does it have multiplayer? I think they have.
I mean, that's a good. I mean, it's still a good one. I don't think there was ever any bad.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think there was anything to it that didn't check out, but I just don't. Which one is on PS3? I know there's one on there, I'm sure, but we would have to.
Does it have driving though?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go with Metal Gear. Y'all want to go with that? Screw it.
With Metal Gear Twin Sakes, Metal Gear 1.
I don't want to know which one. That's what I'm saying. I don't know which one was on PS3 or 3.
Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. I mean, I don't know what you're saying.
Let's just pick a number. You want to go with the second one? What was the second?
That was old and definitely not.
The one that was on PS3.
No, okay. The one.
All right, which one?
The one that released on PS.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Sorry.
Oh no.
I don't know the names.
I don't either.
Is it
a random one? Hey,
y'all want to pick Tom Clancy?
Splinter Cell?
Oh, Tom Clancy.
Which one was that? Is that maybe
the
first
my
dog on there?
That is my boy.
I mean, it kind of fits a little bit.
Ghost Recon, maybe. Oh no, they driving to Ghost Recon. Well, maybe not that early one. Hitman. Oh well, Hitman.
That's another one that I just thought of.
Let's just pick one, bro. Let's just pick one, dog.
Which one? I don't know which one was on what console.
Hey man, we gonna go with Hitman 3 or something. Hell, Hitman 3.
Probably like Hitman 2 or something was probably on 360.
Hitman 2. Let's go Hitman 2, man. It's gonna just
That
start.
is incorrect. That's a good
Yeah.
try. I feel like y'all should have got it.
I'm about to flip this
Big
table.
publisher,
I'm about to
2K
flip the table.
games. 2K
2K
games,
games?
big publisher. You know,
EA,
I
or
get
watch it
down.
be
I ain't
EA?
never.
No, it can't be
I ain't
sports. It's
never
not
played it.
multiplayer.
Like I said, I ain't never played it.
Watch
But
it be EA.
there you go.
Man.
There you go.
Hold on. I still don't know what this is.
There you go.
Bioshock! Oh no!
Ah, come on.
I mean, I'm just
man.
I
saying.
knew it was one of these kind of games.
I'm just saying.
That's why I kept saying that Fallout was in my head so hard.
I could have said Dishonored.
I never
man.
played these games either, and I never really
never
cared
played this
about
game.
these games, and that's probably why I never thought about it. I knew it was
I didn't
something
play
like
it
this.
either. Oh,
though.
there's PS3. There's the PS3.
See, I feel like when we said Fallout and what's the other one I just said? Borderlands is around that ballpark.
It's definitely around that ballpark. I just never really played this game,
Me
so I
neither.
don't
I
really
haven't
know
either.
how it works. You know what I'm saying?
But see, does this have horror elements? Probably not.
Kind of.
Kind of.
But
Like,
that's what
kind
he
of.
said.
I can see why you.
He said
I
he
can see
wouldn't
why you would
consider
say
it.
No,
it's
he
not
said
a
it wasn't
horror
a
game.
horror
though.
game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Because
definitely not a horror game.
A
but-
lot of people consider it having a lot of horror elements. A lot of
Yeah,
people.
I mean, look at that. I
The
mean,
horror
that's
elements.
that horror.
Man, this man here.
I knew.
I didn't play this game though.
I knew I was gonna be mad. I
Yeah,
never played these games. I don't really even know like what you do in them like that.
That's. I figured one or two of y'all had played it. I was for sure almost. I thought one of
If
y'all would have played
somebody
it.
was here, he would have guessed that junk because he the one that would be playing the dang Bioshock games, man. Oh man,
I mean, maybe if
that's so close to Fallout
was
2.
here, we would have had it.
That's so close to Fallout because Fallout was the only thing that was making sense in my head.
I thought you was gonna have it. I was like, this man getting close. He getting
That's
close.
all. It was the only thing that was making sense, and I knew it had to be like a Western.
Something told me I should have said, "Is this a AAA game?"
That wouldn't have helped me because I don't know what could have brought me to Bioshock.
What? Who makes Bioshock? Is that you? That's not Ubisoft.
I said 2K. I said 2K.
2K.
Game.
Oh, 2K.
Oh man,
Y'all said Red Dead. Y'all said GTA. Y'all said what's the other 2K game? Y'all said another big 2K game. I'm like, they just going over it.
I knew he was close. I knew it. The only thing, god damn it, bro. And it kind of is. It's damn near like that's like, it's like Fallout without being open world. That's damn near what it is. I mean, it's not. It's more steampunk than like post-apocalyptic, but still.
Well,
we get the next one, bro.
Good job. Let's end this so we can get a little after conversation. Right. Good job, guys. Nice. I'm sick for you. So we'll see all you guys next time. Thanks, guys.
Take it easy, man.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I'm disgusted.
All right,